Alrighty, so yay, verily, yay. Uh-oh. My screen went back to the screensaver. Why would it do that? Oh, confuse the snot out of me here. It's okay. We're still really quiet, damn it. Okay, everybody has to talk louder now. Uh-oh. We're still on the same speaker setup. I did not. Did that change it? I know nothing, I see nothing, I hear nothing.
Okay, can you all hear us now? Let's see if that works better.
Testing 1, 2.
We hear loud and clear. It's the rest of us.
Ah. So now you're...
Yeah.
I hear him fine.
And
No,
I hear
no,
you
on
fine.
the stream.
And you all sound better too. As far as I'm concerned, it sounds better to me than it has been.
Good, great. Let's talk a little bit, see if it comes through.
Hello.
Ah,
Well,
lovely.
let's see what the Taskmaster is machinating.
Lovely. We can hear it loud and clear on the other side. Just never touch anything ever again and it'll work forever.
But okay.
No, John. No, no touching.
I
Bad.
like watching my TV
Squirt,
and using
squirt,
the TV
bad.
radio.
Squirt, squirt.
I don't want to carry my headset to watch movies. I like to be able to just listen on the TV.
That's fine. You can.
No,
you
I
can do
can't.
that.
No, I can't, because when I change that, this changed.
No, that's because I had it set to default, and you changed the default when you switched the speakers. But now I have it set only to do the headphones, so only when your headphones are on. So just make your headphones are on, and I'll check it every time.
Okay.
Best way to solve it. I'll just do more work. It's
Yes,
fine.
Yeah, you'll just check in. Okay. Alrighty. So, we saw the silly sand, creepy, dark crystal kind of castle thing, improbable build up above.
Yeah, we had just defeated the Taskmaster.
No. I decided I decidedly don't remember that. I do, however, remember you actually finally seeing his domain above that.
Yeah.
Clearly, he has contorted the very soil to his dark will, so to speak.
Spoopy.
As you move closer to the edge of that domain, in the darkness of the shadows of the clouds above, you can see pelting rain slamming into the side of the building, but the rainfall never quite makes it to the ground otherwheres beyond the actual property line, if you will, of where his structure is. Ahead of you, there is a entry portcullis, clearly closed, and you can see the shadowy forms of guards passing back and forth within, doing their job of diligently guarding the front gates. A frontal approach will mean engaging with his guards.
And which will alert.
Wait. I think I have something for this. He's gonna go rooting into his bag of holding and pull out a couple of red cloaks.
Okay.
put them on. He will put on his draconian one and hand the 2 others that he has. He doesn't have a 3rd one, unfortunately.
Okay. To make it easy, you might want to have a meta conversation about what you're trying to do here, so they'll understand.
Yeah, of course. So in meta, Valera has been known to take the guise of pretending to be a dragonian
Mm-hmm.
in order to get into not nice people's places.
Yeah.
Because the dragonians are not nice people. And they are the only known source of Dragonborn currently.
Yes. Also, in particular, he takes on the role of one named Phoebus, who, on close inspection, he would never pass as, because Phoebus is a black Dragonborn, or actually a black half-dragon.
But he has a tail, I have a tail.
Right. So as long as you don't draw too much attention, he passes himself as Phoebus. So at least you have a persona to take on that explains the draconian nature and doesn't draw as much attention.
Right. So there's a chance that we'll be able to get in with a conference saying that the Dragonians wish to have an audience with the Taskmaster, or if they already have an appointment, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And then we get in, slit his throat, fun stuff.
The usual bad things.
I like the plan, but how do we know that this Taskmaster is allied with these?
We don't.
So.
But Draconians are okay. I don't know, but in meta, Draconians are trying to make deals with a bunch of people
Exactly.
to establish their borders, even though they're as a kingdom, but they keep on pushing their borders. In other words, they grab off a whole bunch of land and say, these are our borders.
We just want a little piece. A little piece of Florin, a little piece of Swarthier, a little piece of everywhere.
Right, so I make them seem like total assholes to good people, and I make them seem like total assholes to the bad people, because
that way
they like that.
They don't get to be friends, right, exactly. He also slows down their possible advancement by limiting the number of people that will actually talk to them.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
And he gets to play a bit of an a-hole along the way, because therefore filling in his need to be a little a-hole.
Exactly. It's great fun. Great fun. All around.
And look, Tomato and Jack has finally caught up with us.
So we'll have an easier time getting in than if we were our goody two-shoe selves. And I'm pretty sure that this pendant that I'm wearing will stop him from detecting my alignment as well.
Yes.
So that's a bonus.
So we'll take.
So you'll need to fill Tomato in real quick on where we are so far, what we've dealt with.
We're up on the side, the top of a wicked-looking mountain, and there's a really horrifying, twisted-looking castle.
And I use the term sandcastle intentionally, so it kind of looks like a weird, silly sandcastle.
Sandcastle, and
looks like the rocks all melted together, like when you dribble sand down a castle, and these funny little runs.
Swirls and
stuff.
It looks like Haggard's Keep from The Last Unicorn.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Now if we can, we're pretending to be Draconians. Well, I am, and you're my Red Veil entourage, I suppose.
What am I?
I don't know. Just try not to be noticed.
You're the serving girl, damn it.
Look scary and brandish your weapon like a guard.
Yeah, like grr.
Yes.
And the whole point is at least to get in through the portcullis, past the main portion of the guard, so that we can at least have a good old-fashioned fight with the Taskmaster if we don't find a better way of killing him. Really, personally, we might not need to kill him, but I usually prefer to kill him before placing the Fellstone. It's just more fun that way.
Mm.
Yeah.
And also make sure that the field is clear.
Yeah, and no one manipulates the outcome.
Yeah.
So
would somebody try to manipulate the outcome of a Fellstone? I don't think that's ever happened before.
Nope.
Isn't that what you're doing, though? manipulating outcome?
Shush.
He's trying to place them in the appropriate places.
Yeah, appropriate. Stated by him, though.
All
Well,
right.
that's
Well,
great.
thank
party
God
dynamic.
you don't have control of them.
I do, don't I, though?
No,
Are you sure?
Yep.
positive.
Don't challenge him because he could walk outside the gate and say, "Guess what?"
And that's when he dies.
By friendly fire.
Mhm.
Right. So everyone good with the plan?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Any
I'm
other
judged.
any other ideas?
Humans aren't necessarily my friends.
Aye. Well, that's why you wear the hood, don't you?
Yeah.
Tomato, you're kind of red, aren't you?
Oh.
And I snap my fingers and use my wild magic to turn my clothes red.
God damn it! Now we have a mage hand.
Yeah, now you have your mage hand. Could have used it 20 minutes ago. Really
And then
badly.
40 minutes ago, and
And
60 minutes ago.
Yep. 3 or 4 different times today, mage hand would have been handy. All right. Pun intended. All right. So now the draconian red veil entourage now approach the gates, and not too surprisingly, the gates roll open willingly as you approach. But the
He
guards
turns around and gives him a wink, and no sound comes out.
Nice. But the guards as the guards step forward, you don't recognize their breed or species. They are white furred, very shaggy. They have tightly curved horns about midway back on their heads that spiral down below their ears. Their ears are almost bugbear-like in that they're
Wait
long
a
and
minute.
flappy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are these the goat men?
No.
They're not. They're not. They're not similar to the white horned goat men that Quantivis had in his lair.
Well, they're similar, but these are the ones that were operating the. Oh no, maybe they are the same ones. These are ones that breed the birds that create concrete.
They breed with birds?
Yes, they were in that. They were in the town.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah.
In the before
Before
version
the
of
fix.
The town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, they're an enslaved breed of beastmen, basically.
Aye.
Called
Hello there.
called quaggoths. Anyway, they kind of snarl and just hold up a big meaty fist, a meaty palm to you, as if to hold your position. They snarl to each other, and one of them goes loping backwards. And as they move in a hurry, they actually will fall to using their arms to assist their weight. So kind of move kind of like a gorilla, leaping and bounding across the ground, backwards
Psst.
into the structure.
Hey, Gorilla Man. Did you catch what they said?
I'm gonna try and glean what language.
Do you have primeval?
Primal, yeah.
Do you have primal?
Yeah, primal is actually my native language.
Okay, yeah, you heard one say, "Get the boss. This looks like trouble."
I whispered back. I think they're on to us. He said, "Get the boss. This looks like trouble."
Oh, that's not good.
It just means that you're more pretentious than the rest.
So I will kind of not unheed, but just kind of grip my short sword in anticipation of.
Mm-hmm. That's trouble. Okay, so after he bounds away, a little bit later, from back inside the keep, you see a brilliant glow of light approaching. Someone has basically got a sphere of continual light hanging from the inside of their palanquin as they're being carried. A figure that looks to be maybe 11 years old. Perfect skin, perfect complexion, long black hair, not wearing much in the way of clothing at all except for golden chains that attach right at his belly button, and a diaphanous and barely there loincloth that hangs down low in front of him between his legs, uh, is lounging in this palanquin being carried by four of these beast creatures. Um, the look of beatific joy on the young man's face is downright creepily sickening, because he seems to be totally enjoying being carried, and occasionally he'll reach out and stroke the arms of the ones that are carrying him
I
lovingly.
can respect this person.
What's that?
Oh,
What do you say?
Out of meta. Out of meta.
Okay. Out of meta? You mean out of game?
Out of the game.
Out
Yeah.
of meta means in game.
What did
so.
you say? We didn't hear it.
Oh,
I
I
said
can
I think
respect this person.
one more
Miss
time.
it again.
I can respect this person.
I can respect.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, when he gets close enough, they set the palanquin down, and he rouses himself from his seat. Now, behind his wagon are probably 20 other children. They all have odd. How do you say it? The patterns of the way their hair grows off of their head are odd. Some of them have a singular top knot that runs down the length of their back with beads placed along the length. In other cases, they have almost like cornrows with jewelry hanging off of it. Still others have their hair standing straight up on the end with teased in such a fashion. So it's almost like a little tiny fashion show of creepiness, as these kids all also are lithe, thin, beautifully dark olive complexion. Um, they're healthy enough. They're not emaciated, but they are slender, and they also all have this almost I hate to use the word, but almost orgasmic look of pleasure on their faces.
Oh, that's right, creepy.
Yes.
okay.
As the lead
Yeah.
one walks forward, his posture and demeanor almost, well, it exudes femininity, even though the brow line in his developing Adam's apple suggests that it's a male. The way it moves towards you, it suggests a feminine nature, and as it raises its chin to speak to you, you almost expect to hear a beautiful female voice, but out instead croaks this horrible, guttural, kind of greasy sound. Welcome to my domain. You must be from the Draconian nation. Please let us know your intent. I don't know if I can keep doing that voice. That hurts, and it's greasy.
Kill him quick. Okay. uh, we are indeed. We come to you, O great taskmaster. Master, am I addressing you correctly?
He nods, and as he nods, you see an internal glow in his eyes, so that the whites of his eyes glow past the pupils.
Okay. We come to seek an audience with you in terms of discussing our mutually beneficial friendship, perhaps?
What business do we have with beasts such as yourselves?
It depends on what you want. Do you want more beasts to serve you? Would you like more land to conquer? Would you like friends to help you do both?
We have no need of such, and besides that, you're far from your domain. While we share a continent, we are far enough apart to be no threat to one another. What is
no
your
threat
real
with you.
purpose for coming here?
Friendship, of course.
Ha!
Friendship drives us forward, seeking like minds and friends.
Like minds, like you belong here.
I certainly don't.
Well, we we can entertain a discussion of perhaps mutual non-aggression, but I don't see any real need for any form of alliance with your kind.
Very well. Very well.
Allow my servants to show you to your quarters. You may stay for the night. We will discuss over a meal tonight.
Sounds delightful.
He waves his hand, and each of these little kids comes up to each one of you, and again, the nature of them, it feels like human contact. It feels almost creepily sensual from this young crowd of little ones. The youngest one is maybe 7, and that one would actually walk up in particular to hold Mooncat's hand. And they proceed to walk you towards your quarters individually, almost like a suitor, putting your hand on top of their hand and guiding you.
All right.
That's nice of them.
How, I'm gonna allow this because this is all part of the plan, but I'm gonna also keep an eye out to see how close, are our quarters distant or are we close together?
Oh, they
That
definitely
sort of-
they definitely spread you apart. This place is expansive, and the passageways are sort of nonsensical. In other words, they rise and fall in ways that don't suggest traditional levels. There are passages that branch off and slope upward, other places where the passage will split and parts will lead downward. So there's no real... After a good 10-minute walk in this space, it becomes increasingly difficult to remember exactly how you came in because there are so many different variances and passages. Each one of you can make a wisdom save to remember, however, how to get back to the gate. DC is going to be a 13, and if you do it quickly, you'll get the +5.
15.
Hint, hint. I would do it while I'm within
17.
15.
Yeah.
while I'm within 30 feet of
17 plus
Oh,
5.
wisdom 17. Plus 2, 19.
+5.
Plus 5, 24.
15.
Crap,
So
even
20.
with the plus
20.
5 I failed, I'm gonna use my name tag because this is important.
I was
How
first.
bad did you roll?
Must have rolled a 4.
Oh,
Oh
one.
my god, it's the same thing. I rolled a 5, so
Yeah.
I got a 10.
He's gonna fail. So he'll be
We just have to look for
looking
him.
over his shoulder wildly at you, Valera, as he walks away.
Good
Does he
thing
go-
he has the sending stone, so
Yes.
Yeah.
So what did I get, John, for being first?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 20.
Oh, you're fine.
15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay. So they'll lead you to a small room, maybe 15 feet across, and one wall. Water seeps down the wall, constantly changing the sand pattern as it drips down into a little, like a bathing pool. There are steps into the bathing pool, suggesting that it's fairly deep water, and you can see steam rising off of it as a warm saltwater bath, if you will.
And me and Jack just go in there and relax. And I snap my finger, and bubbles float on top.
Okay, but you shouldn't fart in the pool like that. That's nasty.
Wow, John, wow.
Valera, when he's alone with the person guiding him, he's
Uh-huh.
going to do a divine sense on him to see if there's anything he can glean of what's going on inside that
Okay.
personage.
So when you trigger the divine sense, there is an oppressing nothingness. You can't even detect your own goodness in the space. It's like somebody has shut off that functionality.
So I get nothing.
You get nothing from anything. The walls, the place, the people, nothing suggests anything other than white noise.
Nothing.
White noise.
White noise. Nice.
White noise.
Great.
Nice.
So, little
also-
one,
also-
what can you tell me about your master?
He's fair and just and one day I will be like him.
Terrifying.
Do you want to that?
Oh, ever so much. To be able to 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 feast upon the knowledge of men is so appealing.
Really?
Terrifying.
And how did you come to be in this place?
We followed the cries of the dying. Such beautiful music they make.
Ah, too true, too true.
Are you a killer?
I
You go.
have come on occasion to kill quite frequently.
Hmm. Yes. It's so soothing with the especially when you can contact their blood shortly after they expire.
Yeah,
It
I prefer to look in their eyes as the light fades.
ah, but the lights they come on. That's the more fascinating. Bathing in their
Mm,
blood brings the light.
All right.
indeed, I would like to see
You would?
more
You would? We
of.
shall share. We shall share. But first you must prepare. And he takes you to your quarters, and it's the same thing. A largest enough room for you to relax, and more importantly, a nice warm bathing pool with the water pouring down the wall of sand, moving and shaping the sand as it moves.
Hmm.
Um, if you wish sustenance, we can have it brought to you.
Well, we'll wait for dinner. We're going to
Of
share a
course,
meal, are we
of
not?
course, of course. But there are certain things that can increase your other appetites.
Ah,
Oh,
no thanks. I have plenty of appetite as it is.
So as they walk Mooncat to her quarters, um, you've made the roll, so you're able to remember your way back.
Mhm.
Um, there's actually a one of the I would say probably one of the older of the children, maybe 14-year-old little boy, is sitting on the edge of the pool in your room, plucking at a lyre.
a liar?
He's a liar.
What's a? Okay.
Lyre. It's a musical instrument, kind of like a harp.
Oh, okay. It was like plunking a hair out of a liar, like
It's
actually.
Liar. No.
No, she doesn't want him there, so let's see.
You may leave.
Yeah, you may leave.
Oh. Well, if you require assistance or would prefer a young girl, we could send that as well.
I prefer neither. I prefer my solitude.
Very well. If you do require anything to assist your pleasure, let us know. We do have masseuses, masseurs, whichever you prefer.
Thank you for the information.
mise en place.
Hmm. They also guide Jacob to his quarters. They offer to help you each remove your armor and prepare for dinner as well.
No thanks.
They
I
will
do not have armor.
offer wardrobe also. Additional.
Oh, that's nice of them. What do they have to wear?
Oh, they have about every style and type of cloth that you can imagine in terms of the light, airy. Think desert clothing. Um, to be down to the depraved level, think along the lines of
Do you have something for my dog, my Jack?
slave
Jack is a very
just a minute,
special dog.
slave princess Leia, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's nice. Do you have anything for Jack? He's a very royal dog. He comes from a royal lineage of noble dogs. 4 dogs, may I add.
Um, well, we can provide him a muzzle if you prefer. But generally, no. But we will bathe him and care for him if you wish.
Yes, bathe him, but treat him like the noble that he is.
Oh, of
Of
course.
dragon
As
The
as as
dragon
as, as
comes.
In meta, does Steven understand what's going on?
I'm figuring that we need to like kill the main person involved, and they're
So you're going to let these clearly evil servants of that person to care for your dog?
well, no, I was gonna be there. Watch them. Well, fine. I won't let them do anything.
That's your
Jeez.
choice. I don't.
I just wanted you to be aware of the choice you're making. Because you
What?
promised you were gonna take care of the dog.
Yeah, I was gonna stay there and watch over him. I wasn't gonna let him alone. I wasn't gonna be a dick and
Well,
like.
no. The opposite was what the case was going to be. Is when they say they would they would care for your dog, they were going to take it put a leash on it and lead it away.
Oh no! That's not what I was saying. I was saying wash him in while he's in the bathtub.
Oh, he can't. He's not allowed for the bath. The bath is for you.
He's royalty, damn it!
He's a dog.
In your eyes.
He's a dog. But if you
Be
wish,
gone with you.
hey, be that way. All right. And the poor Pongid gets led by the primrose path down to his quarters, and there he'll find Xavier. You'll find a half dozen of these creepy children, all wanting to, in particular, help to bathe you. They've not seen someone with so much fur being treated with any kind of respect, so they're fascinated by you.
Okay, I am going to, like Moongat, I want to get, like, how many of these creepy kids are there?
There's a half dozen in your room when you get there.
Six. So, including the one that brought me in.
Right, including the one that brought you.
I will look at him and be like, I can handle it from here. Can we, remove, I know you're just trying to help, but I can handle any other needs on my own.
Very well. If you wish assistance in being in getting dressed for dinner, let us know. We'll be in the hall waiting for you.
All right.
And after a few minutes of Valera being alone, the same kind of thing will descend on him because he is, after all, a beast and yet is being treated kindly by the master. So that's more than these kids are used to. So they're kind of fascinated.
Absolutely. Valera's going to step out of his room. Say, I would love to see more of the castle if you wish to join me.
Oh, we're not to leave the living quarters until after dinner. The tour will be administered by the master himself.
Oh, lovely. Could you wait in my room for just a second?
We're not allowed to leave you on your own unattended.
Oh, I'm not going to be alone.
They kind of look at you kind of funny. You just asked us to leave, but
No, I just asked you to wait right there. I'm just going to get ready for just a second. I'd like to make an entrance.
again, you're asking to leave the room. They won't let you leave the room without somebody going with you.
Okay, one of you can wait out here, but the rest got to stay inside because I don't want them to ruin the surprise.
Come here.
Okay, you've got one.
Okay.
Eat the kid now.
What?
She's talking to her.
Greta. Eat the kid.
No.
Eat the kid, is that what he said?
Yes.
Great. Show your true nature and become an evil dragon right here on the spot. Go for it.
Yeah, absolutely, positively.
Prove your lineage as a dragon.
Okay, shut up now.
He's so powerful.
Valera is going to cast command.
On the one that's left with you?
Mm-hmm.
And that command is?
Sleep.
Okay, you have 6 seconds. Do your best.
He bolts!
All right. um, you make it around the first corner, and you're running up a sloping passage. As you're running up a sloping passage, the rest of you all of a sudden are attended by almost twice as many as you already had of the local children. So they come in and they all are apologizing and saying, do not be alarmed. There's been a difficulty, but you just need to simply stay in your quarters.
Okay. And I use message, and I message Valeria. It's like apparently there's like something happening.
Okay, so Valeria running down the hallway and you hear a voice in your head.
Yep, well, that's not new. Anyways, I can't reply to it.
Right.
Why can't you?
Yeah, actually,
I don't have message.
No, message allows for a response, 25 words.
I don't think so.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
It does.
Okay.
Alright, sorry guys, be right back.
I say, aye, that's me. That's
And
it.
of course he doesn't answer. Okay. So you're spiraling up this passageway. You'll come across two of the Quaggoths dragging an old man up a ramp.
He's gonna check the egg decatur to see if it pinpoints where he's supposed to place the stone.
Still upward from here.
He will follow behind the people who are dragging the old man going upwards.
Okay. Nervously looking over your shoulder to see if anybody's coming. Nobody's yet pursuing you. They drag the old man up into a large open space, which looks like it might be the throne room. There's not a throne per se, but there is a sarcophagus standing in the center of the space.
Mm-hmm.
Standing next to the sarcophagus, his hand leisurely embracing it almost like a lover, is the taskmaster. And
Embracing the sarcophagus.
yes, stroking it along its length. Anyway, as he's doing so, they bring the old man before the master, and the master's horrible, scraggly voice says, "How long will you continue to defy me? I simply want the books. Give me what I want, and you shall be rewarded." The old man, whose voice also carries that same intonation that you heard from Mama Virginia, says,
Yeah.
I am protecting my own, and you shall have none of them." And he says, "You don't understand. I will have what I came for." And he opens the sarcophagus, and the top lifts up and rotates away, showing a pool of milky material, and it's moving. The surface of it is moving almost like it's alive. The old man doesn't really recognize what kind of a threat he's facing, and of course he's defiant to the end, saying, we have defied you for close to a millennia. There is nothing you can do to us that hasn't been done to our brethren, and this atrocity will not stand." And
Hold!
wow.
Blair will walk out. Put that old man down!
The taskmaster, of course, the Quaggas don't respond to you, but when you say that, the taskmaster steps to the side and says, "It's not yet time for your appointment. You need to prepare. You're not even ready yet."
Yes, indeed. He's going to be slowly walking closer while this is happening.
Right.
Yes.
And the master is
See, the
walking
problem
towards
was
you
I
as well.
noticed that there's this man, and I think you don't realize the danger that you're in.
He looks at you kind of funny. He says, "I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been at this for some time now, and it's becoming more satisfying and more successful each time."
I know, but Did you notice what he had with him? A weapon so foul that even your greatness may have been threatened by it. Closer, closer.
Right. You're now, within arm's length of the master, and he's now.
Look at him.
It makes you about 30 feet past, still 30 feet short of the pool.
Did you not notice it?
He's no threat. He's
Not
only...
him. He has a thing with him. Check his pocket.
He turns to the Quaggas, nods at them. They start searching it. What is it they're going to find? What is it you think they're going to find?
A toad.
He kind of chuckles. Says, a toad? A frog?
Toad.
There's no... That's ridiculous. And of course, none of them have a toad in their pockets. There's nothing.
And
there.
I do a surprise attack.
And you're going to throw the green frog?
No.
No? Surprise
No.
attack? Go ahead, roll your
It's been
attack.
a surprise attack.
Go ahead.
With Frogrock to his throat. Because there's a frog in his throat.
Yes. Ah, gotcha. Roll.
Nice.
Roll the surprise.
21.
Okay.
Hit. That's a DC. What's the save on that? There's no save. It's an attack. So it's your AC.
Oh, yeah, no, you're striking, but I wanted to know what the DC is of the
Frogrock?
Yeah.
It's never been told to me, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's the paralysis.
My spell's DC is 17.
Yeah, but the weapons gonna be let's make it a 19. Well, and that was kind of moot. I made it 24 on the die roll. So, he
I use a BP to make you re-roll.
Damn it.
Haha.
Well, I don't get the same kind of luck you guys seem to have. It seems like you guys, whenever you re-roll, get numbers close to the same one. I got a freaking 4. Okay.
Nice.
So he starts to turn a bit ashen. Slows his movement. Go ahead and do your damage because you still hit him.
Okay. Let's see. What does Frogrock do?
It's going to be a D8 plus
I think it's
3?
D8.
D plus 3.
Yeah. Okay.
You see him turn ashen. His movement was slowed.
10,
What's
11,
your...
12, 13, 14, 15... 17 damage.
Okay. Okay, you got the sword to his throat. Now what? And you've cut him, so he's slowly being paralyzed. He's got a chance to save out of it, but...
I'm sorry, but what you're doing here, what you are, cannot stand.
The
And he's
Quag...
gonna... Yeah.
So the Quaggas look to the boss, but the boss isn't moving, so they're not moving. The problem with a taskmaster, anybody who actually tells you exactly what to do all the time, if he's not talking, he's not telling you what to do. So they're just standing there holding the old man. They're not going to listen to you, so you're not going to convince them to let go, but at least they're not going to do anything to the old man yet.
Shh, hey, Xavier, could you try to make it to the throne room and get the others out?
I could. And I'm gonna do an intimidate check on these kids. If that.
Go wild and start throwing them all over the place.
Yeah.
Trying
like a
to
death-
limit the amount of kids that died because of this.
Yeah, like just throw them on the bed, throw them in the pool, throw them across the room.
So
I'm
Throw
not
them
entire
against the wall.
in meta. I'm sorry that I rushed it, guys,
Oh.
but I'm really worried and I don't know if these kids are being possessed by something or if they themselves are something. So I'm trying to get to the head of it to find out more. But I was
Okay,
thinking
so
that if it's going to become a fight, it would be nice to have 6 manas that have a lot of magical abilities on our side. So I wanted to try to stop the old man from getting offed.
yeah.
And originally my plan was to everyone to get braked out and to sneak around during dinner. But I wanted to try to save the manas.
Well, that failed utterly. I got a 4.
Pat,
Do you have a
your toilet
BP?
or kitchen.
Actually, can I use a BP to re-roll? Would that be like a name tag or?
Yeah, okay. So BP allows you to re-roll. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna burn one of my like 5 BPs.
Just make
Oh
sure-
my god! I have to burn another one because I got a 1.
Maybe you should just accept your roll.
No, it's too important.
It's a The thing is, intimidating is a charisma for some reason, and my charisma is
Bad.
really bad. Okay, yeah,
What could have been really good?
I cannot intimidate today. Sorry, Travis.
As a matter
But-
of fact, you try to intimidate, and the kids instead grab you and throw you in the pool. So, so you're now doused in the waters, and when
And
you're
they're gonna
doused,
start scrubbing you and cleaning.
well, worse than that, once you're doused in the waters, make a Constitution save.
That I may actually.
Does the
do.
+5 transfer through Ascending Stone?
No. Nice try, though. Nice try.
That was the other reason why I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, my con is a 16.
The con roll was a 16.
Wait, is it a con save
Yes,
or?
it's a save.
Yeah, con roll was a 16.
So the save was a 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you feel the waters trying to ebb away your will.
Interesting.
It makes you feel comforted and peaceful.
It's one
But
of
you
these
beat it,
things.
so you're actually able to fight back to the surface, so you can shout through
I
the
can't-
stone to warn them, warn Valere at least, so that he can possibly try to tell the others. Since you're not in a place where you can get to the others, and you don't even know where anybody else is because you blew your transit roll.
Yeah.
So
Don't
of
let them.
all the people that could help you, Xavier was actually the worst choice since he's lost basically
Right.
inside the structure. But you didn't
So-
know that, so
Can you get the message back to me with the Sending Stone?
yeah, he shouts
Yeah.
back. He shouts back that
Don't let them
put you in the
get-
lake. Don't let him put you in
get
the water.
you in the water. It's
I knew it! Valaire's going to roar as loud as he possibly can and then say, water bad.
Okay.
Well, it's special.
You have to shout it really loud, so everybody gets to make a DC 16 to hear it, because he would have roared it loud across the entirety of the castle. So the
I got a
possibility-
7. I didn't hear
You
nothing.
didn't hear it. Yep.
I rolled an 11, but I have a +5, so I
Well, you don't
have.
get the +5 from him anymore.
No, I have the +5 for my perception,
Oh, okay.
and so I am a
So you hear
Perception?
water bad really loud.
water bat.
I don't hear
Kids
anything.
here too. How did they respond?
Yeah, they may have heard, but they wouldn't know the context of it. And as far as Jacob, more than likely is already in the bath, since he wouldn't have been aware of what the danger was necessarily.
Yeah. Okay, I'm off. She picks up her weapons and she sprints out.
Okay, when you sprint to the door, you'll see kids are already at the door trying to keep you in.
The kids, though.
Would they be able to tell that I'm up above them from the roar?
No. The creepiness of these passageways is that the echoes through would not be able to tell where they came from. It's part of the way he designed the place to make it so that he could keep you isolated if necessary.
Can I message Mooncat and say, hey, man, there's like a lot of kids like in my room?
Yeah. Did you
Very
hear?
creepy.
Water is bad. Don't get in the bath. Don't let it. Don't touch that bath. I don't know exactly what's wrong, but that's
Um,
what Claire said.
because of your sort of ambivalence towards it, Tomato, go ahead and roll a d20. I want to see whether you actually got into the water already by accident, because you would have been more than willing to get into the bath as long as they left your dog alone.
Yeah, that's very true. Why do you leave my baby alone? Uh,
Well, what's the roll?
He's
I'm
rolling
checking. Give me
d20
a
just
second.
to see. I'm just wanting to see if he tells me what he rolled. I'll determine whether or not he actually felt comfortable.
14?
14. No, you actually resisted for some reason. It just didn't feel quite right because they were so insistent on wanting to cleanse the dog and everything. That was a little weird to you. So you haven't yet quite made it to the bath when you hear them shout, water's bad.
Sweet, sweet.
I'm gonna try to find Valere. So she looks at him and says, "You get out of my way, or this will be your last day."
They kind of smile at you, and you have to make a charisma save.
Nice rhyme though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a good rhyme.
14 plus 1. Oh,
Uh,
it's a save
yeah,
plus 2. So 14,
Oh,
1, 2, 17.
yeah. So you end up thinking that you're going to walk out of the place all serious, and in the next minute you're actually dancing with them.
oh wow.
So they've got you basically doing a little waltz in your own room.
Yeah, can I try something?
Sure.
I'm gonna reach into my bag of things, my mage bag,
Hmm.
my sorcerer bag, and I pull out a dust and I blow it, and it's to make them go to sleep. I using my wild magic.
Attempting wild magic. Oh, using wild magic. Nice. Roll a d6.
6, D6, E6.
The square one,
This one
with
got
dots.
A2.
What did you roll? What did you roll, Tomato?
2.
A 2. Okay, so 2 of the 4 children just collapsed to the floor.
Is this the one right closest to the door by chance?
You can make it. You can attempt to make a break for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on Jack
Okay,
and
so make a dex save.
yes, sir. Dex save would be 16 plus. Oh wow. Plus 4, so that's 20.
Okay, you're on board the dog and heading for the door. You get to make a charisma save at advantage since you're already on board the dog.
Every time. 20.
Okay. You bolt out
Holy
on
shit,
board
I got
on
20.
board the dog, charging down the hallway. They weren't expecting the speed of the animal.
The only one that's actually able to use magic and get out of a citron is the one that's always in trouble.
I can hear him laughing maniacally somewhere else in the cavern, going, "Ah! I'm the only one! Ha ha!" Jake, make a charisma save. Okay, Jake fails his charisma save.
Okay.
You've got to respond quicker, my friend. If I call your name, I need you to let me know that
9.
you're acting. You rolled a
Yeah.
9, so you would have failed anyway. So, okay. Mathematically, it worked out. So you are sitting in the bath, enjoying the placidity of the water. Even though you hear your friends in danger, you're feeling absolutely comfortable with the fact that things are going to work out just fine.
And there's a little rubber ducky floating on the pool.
Yes, and its little face looks like Ernie from Bert and Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh.
And Bert is the shampoo bottle you push on.
I'm not seeing it again.
You're
I
not,
did it last time.
not seeing what again?
Rubber ducky.
No, you're not singing it again. I
No,
got you.
I'm not singing it again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You already did it once.
It's already out there on the internet.
It's already out there. Alrighty. So you've cut the boss. He's made his second save, so he's starting to regain his composure. But you still get to act before he can respond because it doesn't get a save to the end of round. So What are you doing this round? Brother?
He is going to use ensnaring smite.
Gonna smack one of the quaggas. Okay, roll to hit.
No, I'm using ensnaring smite on him
Okay.
so that he can't speak or move, so I can continue to force him to be still.
Okay, well you gotta hit him. Here we go.
Well, since he's still partially...
No, that's not how that works. You roll against his armor
Okay.
class because it's an attack.
Okay. Perfect! 18 plus 25.
Okay, now you get to do the ensnaring part. What is it? Read the ensnaring part. I don't know that effect.
Yeah,
that effect.
yeah, I'm getting the card right now.
Sure.
I gotta thumb through real quick.
I think it prevents movement, but I don't think it affects his ability to speak.
Where are you?
Put the blade in his mouth.
There it is. Okay. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. A larger creature has advantage on this saving throw. If the target succeeds on the save, the vines shrivel away. While restrained by this spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is freed. So it doesn't say anything about silencing. So,
Yeah.
but he's still bound, so I can more easily keep the sword at his throat, I suppose.
Sure.
He's passed the saving throw.
He's gotta do a strength save before he's bound up.
He probably has a negative in his saving.
Okay. Got it. That's weird. Okay, just a second here. Oh, that's funny. Come on.
Yeah. And that's a, do you have to work today?
Me, I know it's coming up. We're already at 4 o'clock, so but we're
Yeah,
gonna,
we're at 4:21.
yeah. But fortunately, I don't have to work on Fridays this week.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
He rolls a horrible 1.
Ha!
Yeah!
So
Nice.
This is a critical one, so he's like,
So you're able to keep him from moving. He does shout, "Drown him!" So the two quaggas drag the old man towards the.
I still gotta roll damage too.
fucking kill him.
Plus 4 the ensnaring. That's just a single d6. And a 1. Okay. So 15 plus 1 is 16.
Okay. It's over to 30 points of damage. He's hurt, but he's not dead by any stretch. They've dragged the old man to the sarcophagus and are trying to lift him into it. Of course, he's struggling, but
Fight, damn you!
But the problem is he's in the aged form. He can't resist them since they both have him currently grappled. So they're trying to lift him up into it. Meanwhile, Tomato and Jack are running down the hallway. Go ahead and roll both you and Travis roll a d6. If you get the same 1/3, you find each other.
6? I got a 6.
Don't.
I have it too.
Okay, so you have not gotten here yet. You hear the sounds of the struggle, but you haven't gotten here yet.
Can I re-roll it?
Next round. That's how this works. The kids are not finding you, although you do see both quaggas and children coming out of the tunnels and stuff.
The Manes person would get my +5 bonus to his resisting checks.
He's more than 15 feet away, so no.
Oh, damn.
You remember you closed, but so did.
Yeah,
so
I'm
did-
trying. I'm just
Yeah,
trying.
yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. And also, he doesn't have the strength to resist two of them, let alone one of them. So he could possibly fight off one, but not both of them. So if and when Tomato gets here, there might be a chance for that, but not yet. Um, what's the name? Beyond yelling that he can't move, he does use item interaction and reaches for something in a pocket.
Who does?
The taskmaster.
Oh,
You told me he can't move and he can't act, but he can item interact.
okay.
So he's just reaching into his pocket to try to reach for something. Mooncat, you're dancing, but you get a saving throw at the end of the round. So make another roll.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7,
A 7,
20, 17.
17. Same roll as last time. You're
No, I
aware.
had a. Oh, no, the last time I had 14 and 3 made it 17.
So this
Now I
is
rolled 17 and
okay.
3
So
makes it
17
20.
plus the 3, yeah, because when you give me the number, I think it's the final. So when
Okay,
you
I'm
said
sorry.
17, I thought it was only the same number.
20 total.
Okay, so
Oh.
this time you realize that you have to like break free because they've actually got you. So make a strength check, and it's contested, so I got to roll a strength check as well.
Just a second, I just dropped my dice. Oh, where did you roll? I have an abbreviated set of dice at home, and now that's my D20.
No.
Yes. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's hiding in the shadow behind the waste can
Oh, it's
underneath
a
my
rogue
thing.
dice. It's hiding
It's
in the
a-
shadows.
Yeah.
You will never find me.
Yes. Okay, I rolled a 12 and my string.
You far outdid their number, mainly because they wouldn't have been surprised at your will being so so strong to
Yeah.
be able to break free already. So you break
Eh.
free from the dance and head out the door. You still
Yeah.
have your bow. You still have your bow over your shoulder, but you'll have to actually reach for an arrow because you don't have one in your hand because
Okay, yeah.
they basically got to you before you could actually reach for the bow. So
Okay, so she also has a sword that she uses, but she while she runs, she makes a combat draw, knocks one arrow, and
ready to go as she goes. All right.
ready to go. She's listening
Roll
for any sounds.
roll a d4 for me.
D4. Oh, D8 and a half. That's a 3.
That's 3. As you're running along the hallway, who should come running past you but Tomato, running the opposite direction as fast as he can go on board Jack. Got
Do you
his,
know where Valair is?
he doesn't, but he's headed that direction, so he's running straight past you.
Okay, she turns around.
Motioning that that's the direction to go.
Okay, she reverses direction and heads that way.
Alrighty. Okay, Xavier.
Yeah.
You got doused in the water, but you're aware, so you get back out of the water. You can now engage with the kids.
How many are there?
There's 3 in the room with you.
So I'm gonna do a strength check, not wanting to actually hurt them, but I'm just trying to get past them and through the door.
Okay, so you're going to use basically your dodge action to avoid engaging with them and get out. Okay. So,
Yeah.
You'll be able to get past 2 of them. One's going to get an attack of opportunity to try to tackle you. And I roll a spectacular 4. Man, my guys are sucking. There you go. So you dove out the doorway as the kid goes skidding across the ground.
And
Gets a bit of a rug burn on that beautiful slick floor they're on.
yeah. So here's my issue. I know they're at the throne room, but I still have no concept.
You have no idea where that is, right? So
yeah.
when you get out the door, are you going to turn left or turn right? Just an arbitrary choice.
We'll go to the left. and then,
Damn it, that wasn't the right choice.
oh God, that's right.
How did you know? He doesn't even know where he is.
That was a pun.
I was a pun. God damn it.
Yeah.
Wordplay, Gene. He chose the left path. It's clearly not the right one.
Oh my God. And now I'm worried that.
Because the right one could have also been wrong, but at least it would have been right, you know?
Exactly.
Two wrongs
Levity.
don't make
Levity
it
is
right,
important.
but one right might make a half of a wrong.
Exactly. All right. So, so Tomato Jack and Mooncat are running the same direction. Jake, you've been enjoying the bath, and you see you see Xavier kind of stumbling past your room. Does that surprise you?
Yeah.
So what are you going to say as he goes by?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Exactly. So Xavier, as you're running past one of the rooms, you look in, and there's Jake lounging in the pool. Hey, dude, what's going on?
Okay, so I'm gonna. Can I bolt in, grab him, and pull him out of the water, knowing what that does?
You can try, Jake. He's grabbing for your arm. Make a new saving throw. Constitution.
I rolled 13.
13.
Plus,
Any modifiers to that? What's your constitution?
A 1, so 14.
14.
and your proficiency.
If
If he's proficient.
he would have proficiency as a fighter against it, so that'd be a +2. Okay, so all of a sudden you realize that the water has had an unnerving and unnatural soothing effect on your brain, and your friend is telling you get out. It's dangerous. What is your response? Do you want to stay in the bath, or are you going to get out?
I think it's time to get out.
Okay. So he goes, okay, I'm getting out, but he's being really nonchalant about it, Xavier. He's not rushing in any kind of a hurry.
Are there any kids in his room?
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to try to.
But since you're in a room, they're not trying to get you out.
I'm going to kind of grab him by the arm and try to pull them over using his weight and get us both out.
Okay, but you'll be getting him out without his gear because he's naked. He's in the bathtub.
Okay.
Have him
So,
arm in armor.
God, there's no time to grab. Like, can I
You
grab
could, you could scoop up part of his gear. It wouldn't be all of it, but you could grab up part of his gear in one hand and grab him by the arm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
Could Jake maybe make a swipe for the rest of his armor?
I don't know, Jake. What do you think? You've been enjoying this wonderful bath, and this person rudely broke in and makes you realize you might want to get out of the water now.
I need to grab my gear.
It's a friend saying, "Come, go,
Go.
come, let's go."
Okay.
Sheesh. That's actually right. That's how you would he barges in when you're relaxing. Yeah, that's how you respond. Yes.
Okay. He kind of he's not in any hurry about getting his gear together, but he grabs some of it too.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get us out of there.
Right, and as you come running out of that room, there are quaggoths to the left of you and quaggoths to the right of you.
Quaggas? Oh, the big things.
The big beastie things. They shake their finger at you.
No. Don't you dare.
Didn't say the magic word.
How many quaggoths are we doing?
2 to the left, 2 to the right.
So there's 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. And really just you, because Jake is not wearing any gear and is pretty much stark naked.
So
He has his strength.
Yeah, so but he's standing there with his He's got his sword and part of his clothing like tucked under one arm, and the other hand you got him by the wrist, dragging him.
Question.
So
Can
I'm
you
gonna
on him?
say, grab, get your sword. There's no time. So that's all I can really say is get your sword ready, and I'm gonna charge one of the Quaggoths.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That would be a 22.
You have the fury of your attack is it quite surprises them. So that one that you're attacking kind of falls back, giving an opening if Jake wants to run through. But he's got to say
Run,
this,
Jake,
guys.
run.
You can't let him. You can't tell me what he's doing. He's got to do it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to find ways to get Jake to engage. So if Jake wants to go through the opening, he's got to be the one to do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, so you're running through. Literally, you have just basically you're down to your skivvies and a sword. You're literally just trying to get away from these things.
Okay.
Okay, so you literally, even though you had your stuff with you, in order to make this work, you have to drop everything, grab the sword, and run through. All right, Valere, back to you. You're in the room with the boss. The boss is. Made his saving throw finally, and he's pulling his hand up out of his pocket. You're still your action first.
Can I see what he's pulling out?
It looks like a flask, a little bottle.
Is it empty?
You don't know. You're not there. Don't ask.
Sorry, just saying.
Yeah, I know, but you're not there.
All right. I was in the meta.
He's going to roar again and attack the boss again instead of saving the manas.
Okay.
He's going to try to hit him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Is he still ensnared at all?
No, he is free, so he'll get to use his full armor class.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm gonna use my name tag. Okay. 17, and I'm using Thunderous Smite.
Nice.
Okay, so he has to. Okay, he's got to do his strength saving throw. Uh, 17 plus 24.
He'll miss because he's not strong. He's a sorcerer, so he misses.
Okay, so he gets. There's an explosion of thunder where I hit.
Right, he's gonna
And
fly
the sound
backward.
reverberates 300 feet away from me, so that should
Yep.
help
everybody know
everybody
where you are.
find.
Yep.
And he gets blown back 10 feet, and I would argue that there might be a chance that he drops the vial.
Yes, well, actually, I made him. I added to that the fact that he has to make a dex save because he's in those diaphanous robes and he actually stumbles on his own clothing as he falls backwards, and the vial goes into the air and shatters on the ground behind him.
Okay.
The liquid of it pours out over the ground, and you hear him give out a squeal like a little girl.
Good or bad?
In a bad way.
Okay.
The Manez is dunked under the water the first time, and as the older man comes out of the pool, there's a scream, and one of the Manez is basically eliminated. It's still struggling, and so there's still 5 in that body, so they're still around.
Okay.
About this. Okay, and now Tomato, you and Travis are both going to roll a d6, but now it's a roll for the same half.
Oh boy.
So if one of you rolls high, the other one needs to roll high for you to make it.
You need to roll high.
Well, just say what you rolled.
I rolled a
6.
2. Same thing as last time.
Same thing as last time. He's sort of
These halls look familiar.
He's still running in circles. He's literally running in circles. So as he goes by this pass, Mooncat, you roll a d6 as well.
4.
4. You can tell the direction towards what's his name, and you just watched
Yeah, I know.
Tomato missed the turn.
Tomato, you missed your turn. Here.
And I ran that way, and I was like,
No.
"Thank you, Miss. I will be on my way."
And is he still far enough away that he's? So, Mooncat, you'll be there, but it won't be till next round because you just now discovered it.
Yeah,
And
she
Tomato
just
will be
clicked.
behind you, and Xavier.
Then there was that
roll a
thunder
d6.
clap, right?
All right. Oh, I did 7 points to the Quagga.
Nice.
Oh, I never rolled damage on the
I know you got to still roll
Thunder
that.
Smite.
So I rolled a 1.
I was so focused on getting the vial out of his hand, I totally forgot that was an attack.
Yeah.
So I probably don't hear anything.
No, you might hear, but you won't.
No, it's just whether or not you can. Yeah, you're not able to pick out the direction where.
Okay.
Only 14 points.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, more than likely, Xavier, you'll see. You'll be like, I finally see Tomato, and you see Tomato turning around. It's like, wait, because he's busy turning around to go after Mooncat, and you just now saw him down the hallway. So you can shout for Jake to follow him.
Follow me. I found our companions, and I'm gonna start following. Trying to follow Tomato.
Okay,
but...
so the Quaggas are going to make their attacks. The two on you, Xavier. Man, I am sucking on the die rolls. There's a 1, and the other guy rolls only a 12. So there's a swipe at your head, but he misses.
Yay!
Now the attacks on Jacob, however. Oh, there's a clout to Jacob from this backhand from the one Quaggath, and a miss with the other, even though he's naked. So he gets slammed against the wall for a total of 12 points of damage to Jake.
Ow.
Yeah, basically it's a combination of getting hit and then hitting the wall. Karome's off the wall after taking 12.
Run, just run.
Okay.
Run, Jack, run.
Okay. The Egdicator did specify that you actually have to plant it where the sarcophagus is.
Okay. What's the condition of the big bad?
The big bad's on the ground, bleeding from the corner of his mouth. How much was the total damage that time?
14.
That included the smite, because the smite should do additional damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, I did. I rolled crappy. One of the d6s was only a 1.
Nice.
The other one was like a 3.
Well, you used the thing is you used the clout there to knock the thing out of his hand, so it's not.
That was the important part. So
that's true. That's true.
now I got to go try to save the manas. So
right. So yeah, as the boss is rolling to his feet, and we are ready for the next round of action. Tomato and Jack will come riding into the room.
Oh, I'm in front of him.
Yeah, but I got a dog, man.
Remember, I was in front.
yeah, Mooncat's in front, followed by Tomato, followed by
That's true.
Xavier, followed by Jake.
That's right. So Mooncat, you're going to enter the room. You will get there just as the Quaggas dump the old man, and a second of the Monas dies.
Okay,
Shrieking.
she takes out her first shaft flies.
Okay,
Only shaft?
Quaggath or Boss? Boss is on the ground. He's prone, so you would get you'd be disadvantaged on the attack, but if you hit, it will count as a crit.
Disadvantage. No, she's gonna go after the person dying.
Wise choice.
Being killed.
Wise choice. Go ahead, roll it.
That's a 14 plus. Damn. Okay. Unfortunately, I only have her on electronics, but I have her character sheet up. Okay.
When can a bonus action be used?
Well, bonus action, you always have a bonus action, but the number of things you can do with a bonus action is limited.
Right, but when
Plus
can it be
8,
used?
20,
Anytime during the round, beginning, middle, end, before, after movement.
22.
22, you hit.
Thank you.
Can it be used when after someone else's action?
No, it cannot be used as a reaction. Reactions are specific.
Okay.
7 plus 3. No, 7 plus 4.
11.
7. Okay,
Okay.
11 points of damage.
Okay, and attempted strength check by the Manes. Succeeds 19. He breaks free from the one Quaggoth, so there's a chance that we won't lose another one this round.
Nice.
Yay! That's at least a chance. It doesn't necessarily succeed, but at least the Quaggoth actually has to contest to push him back under. Tomato will be entering the room this round, and if he's got a ranged weapon, he can use it. Otherwise, he won't be able to. Jack can
Can I do
attempt
something
to.
support?
What?
He has spells.
Yeah, he's got spells.
I know, but can I do something supportive to help another member?
What do you want to do?
Absolutely.
I want to use wild magic, dig my hand, because I'm probably gonna see her only with no more bolts or arrows. I want to dig my hand into the sand and use wild magic to form arrows for her to use, if that's possible.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you literally, but the thing is that I've already described the structure of the place is all kind of sandy anyway. So you're literally just going to drag your hand across the wall as you come into the room. That's cool. Let's do that. That's awesome. Roll a d6.
5.
Okay, so five sand-colored arrows will fall literally at your feet.
Mooncat.
A mooncat.
Okay.
So you can literally drop to a knee and be able to pull up those arrows and use them.
Thank you. She will.
All right. That was a.
Because I have a move action I can,
Yep.
See, John, I'm learning.
You are. I'm really impressed with that move. That's a good move.
Park your dog on top of the boss.
The dog can go after the boss, or the dog can go after the one downed Quaggoth. He's not really down, but he was hit.
He's gonna keep it down if he can be.
Okay, so he's gonna try to overbear the. Oh, that's good. Let's go ahead and make that attempt. Go ahead and roll to hit.
If you've ever seen one of these dogs attack, it's
Yeah, it's a war
terrifying.
dog. It's a
roll his
freaking war
attack.
dog.
Oh, wow. 19.
Oh, not only that, I rolled the dex save for the Quaggoth, expecting the incoming attack, but the dog went low, and so it actually knocked it over forwards. It basically bowled its legs out from under it, and so the beast hits the ground. The Quaggoth hits the ground. So that one is no longer in action, so he's going to have to basically fight to get up because the dog is, of course, tearing into him now that he's got him on the ground. So.
Nice.
What type of damage does the dog do?
The dog's going to do a D8 plus 3.
Wow.
them jaws.
Between the jaws and that heavy weight. As we have heard Valere have to deal with week after week, Nemros landing on your chest is kind of a downer.
If she was going at speed, oh my god.
She'd be breaking bones.
Yeah.
I got a 7 plus 3, so that'll be 10.
Alrighty, so the rest of you will be into action next round, following each other on into the room. Now for the evil Quaggoth's attempt to shove the...
Wait, they did it right after my turn, so I
sure,
should get a turn before.
Yeah, you're right, you have an action.
Okay. I'm gonna move towards them, use my full movement speed to break the 20 feet or so distance.
Yep, you can get within.
And I'm going to grapple the Manes and wrench him out of the hand of the Quaggoth and throw him behind me.
Okay, so it's a countered strength check. So your roll against be using the Manes as the tug of war here.
Yeah.
That is quite.
This could be tough
I-
for you.
I'm going to use a BP to reroll. 2 in 1 session. Great. I'm gonna use another BP to roll.
Oof.
Oh my god.
I'm saving this damn Monez.
At least 4 of them. Come on, save 4 of them.
That'll do it. Okay.
I don't know. I rolled a nat 20 plus the 6 for the strength is a 26. Plus 2 is 28.
Well, I got a 26.
Well, the good news is that you're sitting close to it, and it'll actually, as you're struggling to try to keep it above the fluid, it'll turn and say to you, "I forgive you," as it pushes, because you were trying so hard. But we lose another one as it pushes it under. You're there though. It understood.
I can't
trying.
contest it at all.
You just did contest it. You
God
attempted to
damn.
stop it, and I just rolled really, really well for once. One roll out of all these. Come on, my bad guys have been failing big time. So that's. But there's a.
I'm not talking dice, John.
I
There's
know.
lives
I
at
know.
stake.
It's the spirits of these manas that are going down. 3 manas down. Back to the top of the order. Mooncat, you're in the room. You see him struggling over the pool, trying to pull this now middle-aged person out of the pool.
Its saves better be getting better. That's all I just gotta say.
It will now that you're at the plus. Now that you got here, but I didn't grant it. To
I
that one.
definitely count as an assist right now, so
Yes,
it gets advantage on whatever the hell it's gonna do.
fair enough. Mooncat.
I sink another shaft into the quagga that's
The one that's on with the dog on it, or the one that's contending for the manas?
the one that's contending for
Oh,
it.
nice. Go ahead, roll to hit.
Rolled a nat 20.
Can I
Plus
describe how the
three.
arrow
Come on.
flies?
Here, I
Plus
got it.
2, 25.
Contested. Oh crap! You broke his hold. He had to let go of the manas. You
Oh
helped
wait, she got a nat 20. She could have a chance of double damage, right?
She's got, well, she can
Triple
crit it.
damage for an
She-
arrow, isn't it?
Well, no, you got to back it up first of all.
Okay.
So,
That is an 18 plus 3.
okay, so it's max damage for the arrow. So it's gonna be the 8 plus your modifier.
My con?
While I was
I mean,
Dex.
flying through the
My
air.
dex. Okay, that's 4, so it's 12 points of damage.
12.
Well, that sucks. It used to be a crit on a bow is 3 times the damage, not one max damage.
Well, we're not using Jonathan's personal rolls because I haven't re-invoked those yet because I was still having people challenge me on 5e rules. So we'll talk about that after the game. But yeah, it's
No problem.
It's
I
double
have
damage.
that-
So I mean,
Oh, it's double.
it's max damage. Plus you get to roll another d. You get plus to roll another d8.
Okay.
So it's max damage plus.
That is an 8. An 8
So
plus 4.
basically, it ended up being triple damage anyway. So it works the same way mathematically, but it's max damage plus on the die roll.
Okay. So that would be 12 plus 11 is
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage.
But the main thing though is that the Quaggoth had to let go of the Monas.
Yeah.
So that'll help at the end of the round when we come back around to Travis. Tomato, you're in the room now. You can. The dog is all over that one Quaggoth. You don't want to be on its back during a fight. Trust me, because it'll have to turn its body and stuff in order to keep the fight going. So what do you want to do instead? Are you going to leap off and go after the boss, or leap off and continue to attack this Quaggoth?
I'm gonna grab. Damn it. That was my best idea so far.
And you can repeat it over and over again.
There's 3. There's
Good
3
ideas beget
targets.
more.
The Quaggoth on the ground, the Quaggoth that just backed up from the Monas,
But
and
but he's a halfling. He was on the ground next to his dog on this side of the sarcophagus. The
Yeah.
one that you shot is on the other side of the sarcophagus, so it's not realistic for him to engage that one.
Okay,
That's why I gave him the 2 choices. instead of
that
3.
or the boss.
I'm gonna go help my dog.
Well, your dog is already
And-
fighting, so all you do is just make your attack against him. You get advantage because your
Alright.
dog draws the main attack.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab in my bag, take out some flint, and throw it at him, trying to cast firebolt bolt
Okay.
at him.
Firebolt. Go ahead, roll the hit.
13 plus. Is it charisma?
No.
You're-
Yes.
Yes. He's a
Charisma
sorcerer.
plus proficiency.
Efficiency. So that'll be a 19.
You hit.
Sweet. And then I do the D4, right?
D8.
D8. Ooh, even better. There you are. Come on, baby. Give my 5. There we go.
Okay. So now he's burning and getting chewed on by a puppy dog. Roll again for your dog's attack.
Yeah, doggy. He gets a +3, right?
No, he's a dog. Gets to roll straight, but he gets to do +3 on damage.
2.
He
Plus-
he can't get a hold. He just chews into the fur of the quaggoth.
Wait. No, you got to roll the hit.
Oh, I gotta roll the hit.
Thought that's what he just rolled.
No, he was
No,
rolling
that-
damage.
You got to roll to hit first.
Okay, I see. Sorry. I thought he was already holding on to the thing, so.
Remember, you have advantage. You can roll again.
No, the dog
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
have
okay.
advantage any longer. What? Okay.
Oh, the dog doesn't have advantage.
Right.
Okay.
The dog gave him advantage.
Do I have any more BPs for Tomato? I do have BPs, thank God.
You can't use BPs on Tomato unless you're going to spend 3.
On
They're-
Jack?
Yes,
Yeah.
because he's not a character. He's somebody other than you. Only you get to use your BPs to re-roll your die rolls, not your creature.
Alright, I got 4, so I guess I used 3.
Really? To give him one re-roll?
No, come on. Just let it go.
Well, he got a 1, so.
So
It's
that
one
just
attack. It's fine.
It's one attack. He misses. The idea is that he's biting into a creature that's covered with fur. So more than likely, 1 or 2 of the bites are going to go into the fur anyway. So it just means he didn't do any damage per se.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, here comes dragging Jake. In comes Xavier. You're completely soaking wet because you had to grab Jake out of the pool and all of that, but you didn't get enough on you to cause the intoxication effect that Jake is under.
So I'm gonna kind of okay, I see. I'm gonna go for the other the quagga that Jack is not on. If I
Right.
can.
The other one he's standing on the opposite side of the sarcophagus. He's just let go, so he's an open target because he's driven back by an arrow.
So I'm gonna try and run up and stab him.
So you're going to leap across the sarcophagus?
Oh, he's behind this.
Yes, but you're a great ape and you're on the run. I can totally see that. You basically grab
Yeah,
the
I'm
edge.
gonna do a running jump to try and leap behind the
Sure.
sarcophagus.
Sure. A great ape against a great ape, fundamentally. Go ahead, roll to hit.
Do I get advantage or no?
Well, I give it to you this way. If you take the extra roll, if you happen to roll either one of them less than a 5, you're going in the drink.
Okay.
That would be bad.
That would be bad. It's killing people. If you just go with a straight roll, then no. You actually use your sure-footedness and go over the top.
So my
this a
straight
save?
roll is
No.
Oh, damn. No +5 for you.
it would be a dex since I'm leaping.
If you're going to go for it with advantage. If you don't want to try for advantage, then you just do it one straight roll. No modifier, and you won't go in the drink because you're sure-footed.
So, well, I got a 6, so
So it just means you missed. You leaped over him,
Yeah.
and you didn't. more than likely you grabbed him, but he spun, so that it kind of like tossed you on the floor beside him.
Which will
Okay.
add a distraction, honestly, if you're in a
But
fight.
then, well, now you're in a position the next round you'll be able to flank.
Okay.
Alrighty, Jake, you come into the room. You have your sword. You are standing there dripping naked, and finally you're starting to get free of the intoxication of the liquid, and you realize that you don't have anything but the sword between you and all of these horrible creatures in the room. What do you want to do? Go after the boss, go after one of the quaggas, or run back for your clothes?
Is it gonna go back just for my shield?
You're going to go back down the hallway and try to get your shield? Sure. So you'll
Yeah,
be in
but-
the action this
And
round, but
probably
you'll have
kill.
your shield when you come back. That's fine.
And probably pants.
Okay, that'll take you a little
move.
further back, but okay.
Can I say something, Meta?
Of course.
Can I use my what do you call it? Damn it. My wild magic to grab the sand and toss it at him, and it turns into like a thin layer of fabric for him to wear.
You're being conscientious about him. Yes, there's a possibility it would take your regular action next turn though. You won't be able to attack.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do that, that would be basically your action would be to throw.
Well, then
sand
I'm
at
gonna
him.
make him some armor then, like some chainmail.
You can't do that. Nice try, but
Chainmail.
you are being kind to give him clothing. That's conscientious, but no, you can't make armor out of it.
Oh well, it was a try. Worth a try.
That's true.
Alright.
But yes, you can use your action for that. But we're back to Valere. Oh no, I got to do my bad guys first. So Quaggoth against the
No,
dog.
Valer, they're right after me.
Yeah.
What's that?
The Quaggas are right after me.
But was the boss before or after you?
Before me.
Okay, so it's the boss's action. So he's a psycho.
Is that a song? Are you singing a song?
And he's a psycho, and what he does is lets off a chain lightning. Who in the party is wearing metal armor? Anybody?
Nope.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Luckily.
Jake's not. Luckily.
Okay. From chainmail would go down to hide or leather, which I think the dragon
Yep,
scale.
I have dragon scale armor.
Anybody else have hide or leather?
Yeah, I do. Leather.
Okay. So
My shield does give me advantage against evil magic attacks.
yes, so you'll get the advantage on the die roll, and it's a DC 20. So you make the first roll.
We're grounded, by the way. May I add?
Nope.
Well, actually, you could argue you've got airwalks, and so you think you would be grounded, right?
What?
Making
I
a
don't
joke.
know.
I'm making a joke.
Nope. I do not save.
Okay.
Wait. +5. No, still not going to be 20.
Okay, so that would be just a second here. That's 30 points of damage.
Nice. That is.
It was a healthy roll.
I feel that one.
Yeah, that was a bit of a smite. Gene, you're next. Saving throw of 20.
Oh God. I only have one DP.
Oh, area.
Oh, I have my name tag. Okay, didn't make it on the first one. I'm going to name tag it. I rolled a 16 plus.
Is she close enough to get my save?
No.
Am I close enough to get his save?
3
Yes.
and proficiency 2, 21.
Okay, so you make the save. The damage, however, would have been more devastating. Actually, the total was 35, so you take half of that, or
That
18 points of damage.
yeah, I'm just about dead.
Next would be Steven,
He's not wearing armor.
and neither is Xavier, but they're still
Xavier.
next. The way this
Yep.
works, he's
What-
he's directing it from person to person, but he has to go against the higher armor classes first.
Yep.
Oh, so this is
Can I
like
do a reaction too, as well?
Did you have a reaction already in place? Because reaction is something you actually pick before the round starts. So it's just like
Well, I was thinking of before.
No, that's a prepared action.
Oh, okay.
You can have a reaction. I don't know if it against a spell.
yeah, it depends on what it is.
Well,
What
if
do
I
you-
see lightning coming my way,
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah, because he could do like mage armor or something.
That's true. That's true. Something in a magical sense you could. But you
So,
got
yeah,
first of all,
okay.
you have to make the save first, and then you decide what you're going to do as a reaction.
Okay. All right, set, roll. 14 plus.
Pull out a mirror, send it back at him.
Oh wow, look at it.
Well, he is a wild mage, so he could spell volley if he wanted.
22? Wow.
22 will save, so you're going to take half the damage. In this case, the damage I rolled was 29, so half of that is going to be 15 points of damage.
All right. Well, okay. So my idea, I'm not sure. So, oof. Okay. So let me go in the meta because I don't know if this will work.
Okay.
So I want to ask you guys
Sure.
your opinion. All
There's
right.
a couple things that I'll tell you. I'll tell you in the meta a couple of your options. One of which is you could spell volley. Since you made the save, you could defer this damage. But what you do when you do so is you repower his spell. So it goes up in dice. It gets stronger. But he has to make a save, and if he makes it, he volleys it back at you. Then you make a save. And this all happens instantaneously. So it's literally the shower of sparks that you see between two Jedi Masters. So you're sitting there going back and forth.
I love that idea,
But
John.
each time the dice gets more powerful. And if you fail, you take that whole amount. You don't get if you fail, you don't get any additional save.
Would I be able to save my dog too if I?
The dog's not even in the target range at this point. The dog hasn't even been hit yet.
God.
He can't get hit until everybody else in the party's been hit or the spells run out of dice.
I just want to make sure my dog's safe. That's all. But I love that idea, though.
So you want a volley?
Yeah, I'm gonna volley.
Okay, so you didn't take that 15, but you're increasing you back up to 7 dice.
All right.
Now I get to make my saving throw, though, first. Let me see if I can do that. 1d.
Come on, John. Do your usual rolls of bad.
Well, that sucks. I rolled a 2. You blasted him back with the rest of his lightning bolt. Yikes. Yeah, you basically frag him where he stands. When you do, you notice that his feet in particular are showing signs of cracking, like a sandstone statue.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
The damage is across his lower torso, literally like he's being turned into the sand around him.
I'll be honest, John. I'll be honest. If you've made the save, I'll BP to make sure you didn't.
Nice. That would.
I think we all would have used like all of our BPs
Yeah,
to make
they'd
sure
have
you
been
failed that save.
burning 3 BPs apiece to make sure that he took the damage instead of you.
Yeah.
But if he'd have made it, it would come back at you at 8 dice again. So yeah, it would be putting yourself in the way of.
My worry is because it was chain lightning that it would have to go back through the ones that already hit to go back and forth.
No, because his magic, because what wild magic does is it actually wild magic spell volleys turns that energy from what it originally was into the volley, and each time
I know, but that would be so bad.
that would be horrible.
Yeah, just playing ping pong through the bodies of your used to be teammates.
Yes.
Lightning
Well,
ping pong.
the good news is that you saved Xavier and Jake from having to take any more of that. So
Oh,
Yeah.
so we don't have to make saves for that?
No,
because
Nope.
he actually diverted the spell using a reaction.
And the guy,
Oh, cool.
So
and the other guy didn't save and
right.
bought the farm.
Okay, so now it's your turn, Valaire.
So, what's the situation currently? He's dead?
No, he's not dead. He's showing the first real signs of damage in that his form is starting to reflect that it is made out of this very sandstone material that he has built his entire existence around. The Quaggas, one of them is down with a dog all over it, and Tomato was standing over it, but Tomato deferred to go after the boss this time. The other one has an arrow in it and a ponged that just tried to land on his head.
Okay.
So they're both
Uh,
engaged as well. There are no other.
Valaire's
There are no other
Only the boss.
combatants in the room here, but you have a hold of the Manes, and so you were trying to pull him out of the limbo.
Well, yeah, my action was as soon as he broke the hold with the first arrow that Mooncat threw, he was going to throw him behind him
Right. So therefore,
as part of his pull.
Therefore, your action is to pull him out of the liquid. So he's out of the liquid.
Okay.
That's your physical action. Now you get a bonus action as well. And bonus actions are usually smaller things like, well, you're a fighter, so you're a paladin, right? So paladin can use.
I should have extra attacks.
Bonus action becomes an extra. Yeah, you should have extra attacks, and you didn't use your primary this last round. So.
Okay.
So boss or mana, boss or Quagga.
He's going to bonus action Misty Step to the boss.
Nice.
Then he's going to reach into his back, do a free item interaction to pull out a gold arrow and pull out the shard of the prism from his pocket.
Oh, jeez.
Touch it to the arrow and try to stab
Oh, nice.
the boss.
Okay, and realize the only problem with this is that arrow tips have a chance of actually nicking you because you're using just the arrow tip. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Well, it's a full arrow. I'm not just holding the tip.
Oh,
The
okay.
tips were lost a long time ago. This is the quiver of golden arrows that I still
Oh,
have
gotcha.
from
Okay. I thought you lost I thought you were one of the arrow tips and say, holy crap.
No, I would never use just a tip for
Yeah, that'd be
this.
horrible.
No.
It's the tip.
Okay. So
Cool, but no.
Okay, so you guys watch as he pulls out the yellow shard, and as he pulls out the
Splinter, yeah.
yellow splinter, you see the tip of the arrow switch from gold to this asphalt-looking material, like the stones are ripped out of asphalt. Little holes and pock marks. Looks
Wormwood.
nasty,
Oh.
right? And then roll to hit.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 BPs, and if I need to use
Okay,
them,
so you can actually increase that. You can use them right now as a plus on the die roll. So you could have a +8 on the die
I
roll.
would not
no,
roll.
I'm gonna re-roll 1, so that's 1 BP burned. There we go. 22.
Okay, yeah, you stab him, and as you stab him, the sand falls like silly sand and dribbles into drips and drabs and piles. The Quaggas immediately quit fighting. They basically, their elbows fall in like they're trying to protect their faces, especially from the dog.
Sorry.
So he's gonna roar in triumph.
Okay, so
About this time, the many of the other children will be standing in the doorway, shifting their weight from one foot to the other, and holding in front of them their hands. Let me see if I can put it where I can see the screen here. Come on. Oh, that's what happened. They put their hand up like this, in front of themselves like this, and start backing away.
What the hell does that mean?
probably some sign to ward off.
Evil.
We're
Good.
good.
So
He
you're
puts
left
the
in,
shard
you're
away.
left in the throne room. You're putting the shard away?
Yeah.
Putting it back in the bag of holding?
No. In the back. Because when you said that it... Well, no, that was because we were on the train. So yeah, back in the bag of holding.
Wait.
Okay, so you're in the throne room alone. The two Quaggas are cowed and not wanting to fight anymore. They're a bloodied mess anyway. So they're basically visually they're doing the Chewbacca equivalent of "I'm sorry," apologizing and putting their yeah, exactly.
See, I told you my war dog is royalty. No other
So
war dog out there is as royal as him.
I'm
Valera's gonna look at the sarcophagus.
Okay,
Yeah.
sarcophagus does look like it's on some kind of a track, like it could be slid around, like it's not always in the center of the room like it is now.
He's going to put the lid back on it.
Right, the little slowly close, and as it does, then the lights will go through the spectral colors all the way to white, and then stay white.
He's gonna push it out of the way now.
Okay, as you do, there's a stylized set of circles on the floor, one inside of the other, and the one on the inside has a second. Well, it's a ring, and inside the ring is a smaller ring, and inside the smaller ring, or on the edge of that middle ring, there's a circle, and then there's a smaller circle around it.
Okay.
Trying to remember how to do the whiteboard so I can show you. How does that work?
Okay.
Or
Well, I know it's not a Phi 8. I know it's not that.
no, it's not that simple.
Target, this is the spot.
Is your cat meowing again?
Not mine.
I heard a cat.
I did too. I thought I did. Unless it's Scott making meowing sounds.
no.
Does Jake have a cat?
Oh, he's
I
muted.
don't know.
Meow.
Meow
Does
meow.
Tomato have a cat?
Tomato? He would. He would have a cat and a war
Yeah.
dog. But they would be the best of friends, though. Like, the war dog would see the cat as his child.
Yeah, it'd be just like the best of friends, like
Hey, don't
Fox
make it
and the
ugly,
Hound.
man. Don't make it ugly. Don't make it ugly.
Fox and the Hound.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
That's
Get out of
another
here,
one.
Todd.
Alrighty, just a second. I'll show you. Here we go.
Oh, if you go to share screen and go to whiteboard.
There you go.
Second.
See it?
Yeah.
Ish. What am I looking at?
So it's
That's the symbol on the ground. It's a circle with
Oh.
another circle inside of it, and then a tiny circle circling the inner circle.
Give me a scale. How big is this? How
Uh,
big is the little circle?
The little circle is about the size of a fellstone. Matter of fact, it's oblong. It's not exactly round. Looks like an orbit.
I'm in meta. I'm pretty sure this would be the orbit of Helios or Nimbus and.
Well, it's the
Nycos.
style. Yeah, that is the stylized example of what this is. It's Nycos rotating as it is in its orbit around Nimbus, and then its perceived circle of Helios.
Okay, everybody, hold on to your arses.
I hung on to my ass.
I grab on to something expecting like
In case I don't
boy.
see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And he's gonna put the fellstone in.
Okay, as you put the fellstone onto that smallest circle, it starts to act like a cradle and actually falls inward a bit, and then the egg disappears. The stone itself disappears under the surface. As it does, the floor shifts to a perfectly smooth surface, and there's a huge earthquake, and you guys feel sand raining down upon you. You realize that the entire superstructure of the castle is probably in collapse. So you will probably need to depart the fix by the quickest method possible.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Run!
hop on Jack.
Does anybody feel particularly brave?
I do.
Absolutely.
My
I'm always-
way,
Ah.
my way would recommend grabbing a shield and trying to surf the sand as it falls apart.
I got this.
Can I do something even more fun?
What would that be?
I'm gonna use wild magic to make a magic shield for me and Jack to ride down. Wow.
Like a toboggan? So
Yeah.
Like he's riding on the dog, and the dog is the one surfing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
But I'm on my feet though, on the dog that he's on his feet.
So you're surfing the dog, and the dog is surfing the wave. That is not only foolhardy, you will end up face planting. I promise. If you want to surf and have the dog also surf, I'll grant for that. That's kind of cool, but not.
All right.
It's over the top for you to be surfing the dog.
Well, over the top is not bad. All right, I do it the way you recommended.
Is there any other shields that we could grab to do the surfing thing, around here or no?
Is the sarcophagus still there?
The sarcophagus, well, it's still there, but it's turning into sand. It's
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
Can't use the lid.
I have a shield, so I'll use the shield.
Does Monkey
Use
not
your
have a shield?
bellies!
No, but then again, he could also body surf because he's got that tough central chest area of the ape is going to be tough,
He'll-
Would that actually work, though? I don't want to.
How big is Xavier?
He's 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's an ape.
Can he jump on my back and we surf on my great shield?
Oh, that great shield could act like a toboggan. One of you on the front, one on the back. That would actually work.
Yeah, so
That'll
I'll
work.
jump on the back of it.
No, you'd want to be on the
No,
front
you're in
because
the
that
front.
tail of his is going to be basically.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
you
about
forgot
that.
he's got a tail, so you'll want to jump on the front of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he can also direct the way you go because he can direct the sand.
Yeah,
and when
but
we
also
stop,
know he's
I can
lost.
plant some roots.
But it's Xavier that's kind of lost, so he kind of has to depend on somebody else to get him out anyway. So.
Yep.
So the group of you basically go surfing out of here, riding on the curve of the sands as you crash down away from the mountainside. As you do, the rain starts to fall heavily. The black cloud of the storm above you bursts, and the rains basically wash through the silly sand, literally like that, and just tears the castle apart. As you're going, you're watching the quaggas are leaping and climbing and bounding away. The children are nowhere to be seen. As a matter of fact, it's like they weren't even here. As you're pulling away, you don't know where they got off to. But the three manes, you'll actually watch them behind you as they're just wading their way through the sand on the way down the mountain.
Okay.
But you'll lose sight of them someplace behind you as you descend away from the mountaintop. And I'm going to cliffhanger at this point and tell you guys what happens when we start next week. So we are way past our normal time, so thank you for playing. This was a milestone, so everybody's going to level.
Oh, cool.
Hooray!
Now, okay, I have a question about that, John.
Okay, we will talk about that in just a second. Let me go ahead and close out
Yeah.
the stream. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all next time, and be sure to watch for us every day at 1 o'clock. We may be doing something a little bit later tonight, but nothing.